Welcome back, guys. What's up, everyone? How's everyone doing? How are you guys celebrating the National Day, UAE Flag Day? Yeah, it's December 2nd and it's UAE National Day. Happy Flag Day to everyone in UAE and in Dubai. I just decided I just have to do some live coding, trying to build something for the day. I'm thinking of building a flag, animated flag using Flutter for UAE National Day. Yeah, I can't figure out another way to celebrate it. Now, doing something I love with it. Yeah, so hope you guys gonna enjoy it. We can actually try to do. Yeah, I think I have something out. Let me show you guys. So I'm thinking of creating most of these animations, not all. So I'm thinking of creating this, this, and probably this today. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Hopefully you can actually get that done. But who knows? Let's see. Yeah. Okay. For those who are seeing this, so this is from the previous app we have been building, and is almost done for launching. This is from the gift app we have been building, but the business name is called A Seed. So very soon you guys can find it on Apple Store or Google Store. I'll be launching it out soon, and you can get your gifts there. Those of you who are looking for a place to get a gift, and if you want to sell your gift items on the app, you can register as a store on the platform to sell your products. So yeah, see, I'm getting it ready for launching and other stuff. So yeah, I think that's part of introduction. And if it is your first time joining us, please do subscribe to the channel. Hit the subscription button and show us some love by subscribing to what we are doing here on YouTube. Yeah, probably we'll be doing this. I was thinking maybe you can actually do this on both Flutter, React Native, and Swift UI. I don't know which one you can actually be able to get done, but let's see. I'll try my best to actually do it in Flutter, at least React Native 2 or any other platform, but let's see where that gets us to. I don't know what's been going wrong with my LinkedIn recently. I can't even stream on LinkedIn. After connecting my LinkedIn account, it doesn't stream, it doesn't work. I don't know what's going on. But this Twitch is actually working. You guys can actually check out this Twitch. If you're on Twitch, if you're watching live on Twitch, what's up, everyone? Okay, first of all, we are currently on React Native. I'll just close this React Native app, and then you can just open our Flutter app and just walk right in there. I'll just shut this down, minimize this, bring up this for Flutter. Just position this somewhere here. So let's go ahead and work on this. First of all, if you go ahead and run this app right away, it's going to show us the previous app we have been running, but I'm going to create a new project, basically a new file for this stuff we'll be doing right now, and I'm going to name this Flag Day. underscore flag day dot dart. Hit the enter key. Let's go ahead and create this. It's a stateless widget. Using a stateless widget, name this UAE flag day. Gonna delete the one at the top. And then we can just go ahead and return an empty container at the moment. Always remember that's the first thing you're doing. Not actually the first thing, but that's mostly what the first thing I do in Flutter. Let's say I don't have a parent scaffold to actually add this component in, then I'll just create one using container. Yeah. Okay, in this case, could I just save this and then use this within our main entry point? The entry point of our app is always the main.dart. Currently, right now, we are showing, what are we showing here? Okay, we are, yeah, custom scroll behavior. No, okay, main platform. So we're gonna comment this out and use a new one we're going to create called UAE flag day. Then go ahead and import this and make it constant. Save. Once we save this, we can go ahead and run it first and to see how this works. So it's gonna be a mobile app. Yeah, I'll just start testing it on mobile app and see how that works. Yeah, not too much. We can actually later on test it on desktop and web. It's not a big deal. Not on my mobile phone, not on your mobile phone. I want to test this on iPhone 13, which is basically what I have right here with me. And then once I select that, go ahead and run without debugging, and we can just wait for this to come up. So first of all, I actually wanted to use download one of these animations and just compile them inside the app, or yeah, then I wanted to add this. Once this is done playing, then I add a confetti animation also at the top, but confetti animation is free, which we are not going to create. We are going to download one from here, but the flag animation is not free. That's what we will be building our own from the scratch all the way to the finish point, until you kind of like get something that's similar to this, and similar to this. Yeah. Let's get on with that. I can actually see our app is done launching, and you can see it's a black background at the moment. That's because we don't have any color within for our background color and other stuff. So let's go ahead and add that. I'm gonna wrap this with a scaffold. Unfortunately, there's no scaffold to select here. I'm gonna copy it, add a scaffold first, and make this a const. And inside the scaffold, it's not gonna have an app, but it's going to have a body. Within the body is going to have a safe area, and within the safe area is going to have a child, which is a container. Okay, the constructor code is not a constant constructor. Fix that. Next, we're going to add a background color to this. The background color we are going to add will basically be, I think just leave it white color. Yeah, I'll just say colors dot white, just like that. Save this. Yeah, our background color will just change automatically to white. So because we said we wanted a white background color. Next, we need to start adding some animations in here. First of all, we want to animate this, the left hand side, which is this. You see this rectangle. Is it rectangle or square? Yeah, this rectangle, because all the sides are not equal, so that's probably rectangle. My math is still correct. Yeah, we have rectangle, rectangle, rectangle. So we start with the first one, and I'm gonna say width ticker provider state mixing for animation. Oh damn, not here. We made a mistake. This is not the place to add that. Should be added. And I'm also using the stateless widgets. Shit. Okay, I know what to do. I will just go down below, start up a new one. It's gonna be a stateful widget, still called UAE flag day. There we go. And I'm gonna add the animation with single state provider mixing, then copy everything we have here into the second file we just created right now, the second class we just created, which is the stateful widget. Nothing still changes, the app still runs, so we don't have any issue. You can actually see that right here. We could just start with the first one, this container right there, and this all will be inside they all will be inside a stack widget. Oh, they moved the container. We could actually keep the container, but in this case we don't need it, so just add a stack widget right in here. Stack, within the stack is going to have children, and within inside the children is going to have, first of all, a container. This container is going to have a width, for now let's say width of 90.0. Most of that I just forget about the this is a double. I just made 90, but I prefer adding the 0.0 to it because it's expecting a double. But not that if you pass in an int like 90 without the points, it won't work. It still works. So guys, if you are joining, let me know where you are spending in your national day today, or the UAE national day, what you are doing today. You can ask where you invite me. I'm still available to come. Okay, let's say the height should be 90, also 90.0, and for the now we say the color should be, now we have to get this color. That's the way I usually get my colors. Pick color from the page, or if you're using your MacBook, you can actually get your color using this digital color picker. So this will allow us to pick the exact color. I prefer using this one. If you select that, it should give me the color, but for some reason, wait a second. Okay, looks like we are going to create one for an RGB. I think we have colors dot from color dot from RGB. That should be red, green, blue. From RGB with opacity. Yeah, the last one is opacity alpha channel, and the red one, once we select this, let's bring this up. The red is 192, so red is 192, so I'm gonna add that here, 192. Next is the green. Bring this up. Come on, why are you hiding? Come over here. Come over here. The green is 47. They'll just add 47 for the green. 47. And last is the blue. The blue is 60. I'll just say 60 for blue. And opacity should be expecting what? Opacity is expecting a double. So you're gonna give it a full opacity, which should be 1.0. We need to make this to be a constant, definitely. You go ahead and save this. And there you go. You can actually see the color being displayed right there. That's the color we are looking for. Nice one. Go ahead and increase the height. So you actually see that the height should be 130. Is that correct? What should be actually the height of this? I don't know if there's something you can actually use to measure the height of this, but I'm envisioning, let's try 190. Outer, I guess maybe 220. No, I think it's better this way. And yeah, we could actually add a padding around our app. So I will just wrap this with a padding widget. I would say the padding should be 10 pixels on around, but I don't need that. I need a spacing from the top to the bottom. So we could say padding on margin. Margin should solve that issue that we're having right away. If you wrap your stack widget inside a center widget, what could be the outcome? Okay, just position this at the center. Looks like we're gonna keep it at the center. But do we want to keep it at the center? No, we don't. So we could just go away do it the previous way we want. So we could actually say this should start first being a container, and it should have a padding. Instead of saying a padding, it should have a, okay, I'm almost confused right now. It's okay, just leave it with padding. I will just say padding symmetric. So with padding symmetric, we can target both the top and the bottom. So I would say vertical. Vertical, that means top and bottom should be can I use media query to calculate this? Dot of context dot size dot height times 0.1. Save that. You can actually see pushed it down. What about 0.3? Okay, I think it's much better this way. And then from the horizontal shouldn't be much. You just use 30 on both left and right. Save that. I can actually see this star somewhere here. What about if we make it 20? 10. Yeah, I think we just leave it that way. We could just go ahead and start working on this. So we have these sections, and we need to go ahead and animate this first and see how this works. So let's start with the animation of this. What I'm gonna do is to go ahead and create our animation right in here. I'm gonna say delete animation controller. It's gonna be private controller, and we're gonna have another one, late animation of type double. Is gonna be left. I'm gonna call that left bar animation. Yeah, there you go. We have our init state. Before we forget, we just add dispose state, so that a function that can actually dispose our controllers is very, very important. And I'm gonna say controller dot dispose. There you go. And also what we have here, as our init state, we're gonna say underscore controller is equals to animation controller vsync this, comma, what I'm missing, duration, okay, passing the duration, using the duration object to create a duration is gonna be const duration object. Now duration is going to be in millisecond, milliseconds. I will say 1000 milliseconds. Close it, format our code. There you go. And next we're going to create our animation. I'm going to say left bar animation is equals to twin animation. Twin animation means start from here, end at this point. So we're gonna start with twin of type double. I'm gonna borrow some code, so I could remember that somewhere we did something similar. Yep, I'm gonna copy that, use that in here, so we can just speed this up. So I have to be at 0 all the way to from 0 all the way to 200 and no to 90.0, and then the animation controller will pass it in here, and interval means start from 0.0 or for now all the way to the full animation. We're gonna add bounce out, or bounce in out, or bounce out, depending on if you want it to start bouncing from the beginning or something like this. So yeah, I think bounce out fix this one. So we're gonna add a bounce out for it. So format, and then take this for a test drive. I'm gonna save for it over here. For now, we'll just go ahead and start the controller dot forward, and that brings us to this section where I need to wrap this inside a builder, and our builder is going to be animated builder, there you go. And the animation is definitely going to be a controller, and our builder is going to have a child property. Within this is just returning a container at the moment, but we need to animate this container. So I'm going to use left bar animation dot value, and go ahead and format this, save. Yeah, we're gonna have some errors. We need to rebuild our app. What happened? Oh, we are just animating the height. Okay, we did wrong. We are wrong here, so this should be. I was confused. I'm like, what's going on? Shouldn't be animating the height. Yeah, start this. You can actually see that working. You can actually do that again. Looks like the bounce in. Okay, we are using bounce in out. We're gonna use bounce out, not bounce in out. Start again. Nice one. Try that. Cool. Can you see that? That's great. So we're actually getting somewhere. Still almost an hour, right? Not almost an hour. That would be me, Ryan. Almost 30 minutes to the stream. My LinkedIn is here to pick up. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I will need to contact the team. It's still not even streaming. Showing my stream or something like that. So what should we do? I'll just go ahead and stop it from streaming since it's not even working. Yeah, stop it from streaming. Then focus on just Twitch and YouTube. Okay. So basically, right in here, we were able to actually get this to animate and get to this. Now we need to add this section. You see this? When this is done, this starts immediately. So we need to add a blue one somewhere here. So let's go ahead and add a blue container. I have my comma around there. I have my comma around here too. So I'm going to say that our new animated builder, which is a container, this particular container is going to have a position. So it's going to be wrapped with positioned widget. And for now, we're going to say the width is going to be 90 or 120. Just leave it at 120. And the color needs to change. So let's get a color here. 87147. 87147. Let's try again. 45. I think we are there. Save that. Okay, that's cool. That works. The height for this is going to be 20. About leave it at 60. Actually, if we make it be somewhere 80 for the height, that looks too much. 60 or 70. I'm trying to get a perfect down for this, and then we can actually add position from the left. I'm gonna say 80.0 from the left. Oh no, because this stops here, that means we are gonna wrap this I'm gonna wrap this with a what am I going to say? With a sized box. I'm gonna say the width should be media, put it out of context, the size dot width. Yeah, so that can be full width. So when it's full width, you can actually see where this is going and not being cut off. And once we have that, what else are we missing? So we have to say from the left, let's say 90 from the left. Yeah, should start somewhere here. There should be no difference between it, so we won't see the spacing. And once we add that, we should need to increase the width. Yeah, the width somewhere very long along this line, at least to get to this point. You can actually say the width should be around 190. What about 220? What about 240 and 250? 260. So actually, this is how I do my stuff to try to get to a good background, a good base. Yeah. So 260. What about 280? I think this is better. Yeah. Now we have this width at 280. So let's go ahead and animate this. So we're gonna make this animation fast, and I'm gonna say immediately where this starts from 0 to 1 and stops at 0, 5. and then continue the next one. That's going to be late animation of type double, and I'm going to say top green bar, top green bar. Yeah, so we're gonna say top green bar. So the top green bar animation. So our flag is actually coming to, it's looking good right now. So let's keep doing this until we get to the perfect place we need it. So we have top green bar animation. Let's go ahead and create that animation. I'm gonna say right below here, top green bar animation is equals to twin animation right in there, and this is going to be from 0.0 all the way to 280.0. Add that right in here, and then we have the curved animation controller interval start at 0.5 immediately the first one stops, and then end at 0.1.0. And let's take a look. Yeah, that's it. So I'm gonna add animation right in here. Dot value. Take this for a spin. Restart. See that? But that's pretty fast. I'm gonna say is in out. See what that looks like. Let's try this. Okay, no. Let's try bounce in. Let's take a look. What about bounce out? And then we increase the animation duration for this. So we have 1000. I could just say 2000. Nice one. So that works better. Just increasing the animation duration does the magic. I could just say 2500. Let's try that. Nice. So here we go with this. So next one we need to add, you can actually see this is actually imitating the animation that we are going. So next one is a black one. Let's get a black color. Okay, it's normal black color. So since that's normal black color, I'm gonna duplicate this animated builder we have, and you can actually see how I'm using animated builder for this particular ish animation that I'm doing. I'm not wrapping the whole stuff within the screen with animated builder. That's not good. Since we are not animating the whole both this safe area padding, you're not animating those stuff. Just basically wrap those containers that you're animating them alone. Let's say we want to animate an icon inside this container. I will not wrap the container with animated builder. I will just wrap the icon inside the container with animated builder. That's actually a good way to optimize your UIs and all those stuff, and not waste so much resources, because you're not rebuilding the whole UI. Just that tiny part you're trying to animate. Just wrap it with animated builder. So in this section, so we need this to be black. So I'm gonna say full black. So that will be 0 0. That will give us full black. You see that right there, but we need to push it down. It shouldn't be at the top. So what we need to do, I will say, should button work or just use top? Our button works. Okay, yes, to stop. So I will say top dot 0. Okay, that's cool. Move it much down. I'm gonna say 130. Okay, 140. What about 150? Okay, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. That's cool. Now we need to add a different animation for this. So I'm going to the top over here, create another animation. I'm going to select animation of type double, and that should be bottom bar, bottom black bar animation. There you go, animation. And then we can just duplicate what we have here with it. Bottom black bar animation. So this still ends to this particular width, but what we want to do is that I want this to start from 0.5 and end at 1.0, but I want this one, the green one, to start at 0.6 or 0.7 and end at 1.0. So you're gonna see how that looks. So let's copy this also. There will be a delay between both of these. That's what we are looking at. With that, just say this should be bottom formatter code save. Yeah, I know. So let's start. Okay, the delay was too much, so I will just put this, no, I'll just put it as 6. Yeah, because the delay was too much. You can actually notice it. Yeah, that works better. You can actually see. Yeah, let's try that again. That's cool. And now we got this looking good. So we created the flag, the UAE flag, and all those stuff. Now it's time to add a confetti stuff to it. But how do we do this? I'm not going to create this, so basically I'm going to go ahead and download the Lottie animation for this. Let's look for which one should be better to download. I'm looking for a better one to download, guys. What do you think? Which one should we go for? Okay, we can go for this one. So we're gonna download this one. Use this for animation. So where do we download? Download JSON. Oh no. Let's download the free one. I think this should be okay. Normal Lottie JSON animation is free. So now we got this downloaded. Now we need to add a package for running Lottie animation in Flutter. So the package basically look like this: Lottie Flutter. Lottie Flutter package. Let's see. Yeah, just basically go ahead and install this, and then we can start using it. Example, no, installing. Yeah, copy this command and run this within our VS Code to install the package. Open up my terminal, paste the code, hit the enter key, and now we go ahead and install the package. Now we can actually see how to use this package. What do we need to do? What is okay? Okay, we have to get an asset. Okay. Okay, nice one. Let's go ahead and do this. So this is done installing. The installation is done with. And what we need to do is to open this. Go straight to our app folder. I'm gonna create another folder called assets, and inside the asset I'm gonna create another folder called Lottie. And I cannot prefer creating another one called images at the same time, but we're not gonna add any images for now. So inside the Lottie animation, I'm gonna go ahead and drag and drop what we just downloaded, which is this animation right in there. I'm gonna drag this. Wait a second. Yeah, I'm gonna drag this and drop it right in here. And this is the Lottie file. We don't need to open it. I'm gonna close it up. Now we need to be able to expose this to be used within our pub.yaml. You need to tell Flutter that you have an asset that they can actually load, they want to use. So under this asset section, this will still be for images, or the images inside the images folder. The second one will be for the Lottie folder we created, which is called Lottie. I'm going to say assets. Inside assets, go to, maybe actually clear. I'm not missing any step. Yeah, I think so. So under assets, you can find asset on inside assets. So our asset folder first, ASSETS, that's the correct spelling. Copy this, paste it here, /v/ then images. Under assets / then we have Lottie, LOTTIE. Then under it we are going to have a file called 7. Let's just copy the name, so you can actually make a mistake. I'll just copy the whole name. That's much better. Then paste the name right here, .json at the end, the name with .json at the end. Yeah, I think that's it. Go ahead and save this. Ctrl S to save, and now you can actually have this saving. I think it's done. Let's make sure. Click on this. We can actually make sure we didn't have any errors or problems or something like that. Okay, we are good to go. We installed the Lottie and we added a Lottie animation to our app. So now it's time to actually start using this. So inside our flag UI, where we are actually running the flag code and all those stuff. You can see this. Yeah, so I'm going to shake when the animation is done to actually display the Lottie animation. So I'm going to say Lottie assets, no, Lottie assets. Okay, once we load that, so we have to find a way to actually control the animation. Lottie assets. Okay, yeah, that's cool. I think this will actually help us a lot. And underneath here, I'm gonna create this Lottie asset that we have right away. Go ahead and import this. Remember the name for our Lottie file. Oh no, not this. That should be inside our prospect.yaml. I'm gonna copy the whole stuff like this. Yeah, just copy it. I prefer copying like that, then pasting it in here so I can actually know the directory and the location of the file and all those stuff. Next stuff we actually going to need to do is to create animation controller for it. I'm going to create animation controller. We need to dispose it. Just pass a vsync no duration to it. Or you can actually pass a duration if you want to delay it for some time. In here I'm going to call this animation Lottie. Yeah, so that the name will be different. So we have animation Lottie, animation controller Lottie. Underneath here, I'm going to say animation controller Lottie is equals to animation controller. We're going to remove the duration, just leave the vsync to it. Copy the name, animation controller, scroll down. So we need to pass it to this Lottie file. There you go. And animation controller dot duration equals to composition dot duration. There you go. Call the unloaded function right in here. Once it's been loaded, we are not going to call forward on it at the moment. Our animation controller is Lottie animation. There you go. That's the how to fix the controller. Then if you want to forward it, you just tap forward to forward the animation, but in this case we don't want to forward it yet. We want to wait for the whole animation to play out. So what we want to do is that once this animation is done playing, like the flag animation is done, oh no, not this, unloaded. Okay, we are passing the long controller to it. Yeah, so change the controller. Now if you run this, it's not going to show, just the flag animation is what we are seeing. Now once the flag animation is done, we want to run this, forward this. Where do we actually do that? So there's a way to actually dictate if the animation is done with dot. The one we need to add that to should basically be this last animation that we have. Basically, okay, yeah, this is the last one. I'm gonna say dot add event listener. And we're going to wait for the animation to complete. Right in here, okay, and this is going to be giving us the status of the animation. We could say if status that we receive is equals to animation dot animation status, not animation dot is completed. If it's completed, then we could go ahead and call the second controller dot forward on it like that, and save. And we could just take this for a test drive and see how this works. I'm gonna run this. Now you can actually see the animation showing up. See the Lotify animation working over there. So that's cool, but that's not the place we want it to show. Maybe you can actually increase the width and the size of it. Actually say width. Maybe say media query dot of context dot size dot width. Yeah, we want it to be the full width, and do the same for the height. Hopefully this works. Dot height. Is there any other stuff we can actually set? So animate, boolean animate through controller, frame rate. Okay, we have the frame rate stuff, reverse, delegate to know when it's done, options, unloaded, make provider factory. I'm trying to see what else we can actually do with this. Okay, nice one. So go ahead and save this and restart the app. I can add a repeat to be true, that we want it to repeat. In that way you can actually see what's going on. Restart. Nice one. That's cool. That's good. But it's not repeating. It's not repeating. That's because the animation is being forwarded for once. We could just say repeat the animation. That would be much better. So if we say repeat animation, so the animation will be on repeat. Once this goes off, it should come out again and repeat the same animation. Yeah, so that's good, that's working. That's perfect. Next we want to say when this is done, or we can say okay, repeat once, and nope, not repeat once. We want to actually display a test within here when this config pops up, and once it pops up we could just show a test in here. That's what I'm trying to think of how we can actually do that. I'm going to create another animation that actually help us to achieve that. I'm going to select animation of type. It should be of type of double. We're gonna call this scale test animation to scale our test, because we want the test to actually pop up big, pop up slow, pop up big, pop up slow. Animation, there you go. And then could just use that below somewhere here, and underscore scale test animation is equals to whatsoever we have right in here. And I'm going to say this will be driven by the comfort traits controller Lottie animation. Yeah. Now start from 0.0 or 0.2, maybe 0.3 all the way to 0.1. That's for the scale animation. Start from 0. All the way to 1.0, and then we could just add a test. Just add a test in here. Still with the animated builder. Now we are going to replace the container with a test. I'm going to say happy UAE National Day. There you go. Happy UAE National Day. That's the test we're going to add in there. First thing first, I think you need to make the test constant. This showing an error. Okay, I see. Nice. And then we need to position this from the top. Let's say 120 or 80 from the top. Yeah, somewhere there. Next we want to say should be in the middle. 190, let's say 120. You can actually leave it at 120, not that's too much. 100. Okay, 100 makes sense. From the left, say 199.0 from the left. I'll just say 149 from the left. That's much better. Maybe 144. Yeah. The test, there you go. What else are we missing? So we add that. Then we want to scale this up or down depending on what the animation we are using is all about. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this with widget called transform translate. No, not transform translate. It's going to be transform dot. Okay, I think I'm messing it off. Transform. Okay, not transform. It should be transform. Yeah, transform scale. Yeah, to scale this. If it's a transform scale, it shouldn't be constant, but the text can be constant. Once we have that in place, save. This is going to throw some error. The scaling should have a scale of one, maybe the animation, that should be the scale animation dot value. We can't even see any stuff. Okay, that's strange. Let's say we want this to start at 0.0 immediately and scale all the way to, okay, let's say we have a font size, because we don't have font style at the moment. No. That should be test style. Font size should be 10. Let's say this should be 16.0, comma, and this. Go ahead and save. Okay, nothing is actually scaling. Okay, that's too much. Okay, it's been scaled, but it's quite too slow. Okay, let's see. Oh no, we made a mistake. Not this. This is not the animation controller, so we are going to use the configurate controller to animate this, and the scale test animation. And that's what we actually used here. Scale test animation controller configurate. Yeah, begin at 0. Okay, I think this will fix the issue. Yeah, nice one. Okay, yeah, we got a test. They are all looking great. You can actually go ahead and go more, one more step. Make the test look much better. So you can actually do this. The test can be in a row. We could just use rich test. Come on, yeah, we can just use rich test, but I've forgotten how to actually set that up. Rich test. Yeah, rich test footer format, rich test. Let's see. Yeah, we got one. So you're gonna say the first one is going to say happy. What? Okay, you're gonna say happy. That's the first test out there. Second one is going to be UAE. Test span, test style, happy UAE. National Day. National Day, and this can actually have its own style. So I could just say font size for this be this, font size for this be this, comma. We're gonna make every single one of them have the same font style. Makes more sense. Looks like we hit a roadblock at the moment. So, let's figure out what happened. Adding the test pan. Okay, we didn't add a color, that's the case. So the first one, if that's the case, the first one we have the color of red, the red color. Where did I actually have that? Yeah, this color. That's for the first one. Just leave it that way. Now the second one is gonna be the green color. And then we have the last one is going to be the black color. We're going to it. I think that's all we need. Save that, and there you go. Now if we decide to restart this, the whole stuff, try again, restarting. Okay, I think that's better. I don't think there's any other stuff we need to add, any other changes, except we can actually go ahead and make every single one of them repeat each other. I'm thinking about that. There we go. I think we are good with this one. Let's see the second one we can actually go ahead and create. The second one is basically this right in here. So this one, so this started sliding from the left After that, this slicing onto it, so we can go ahead and animate this also. So let's try that. Okay, so this maybe we can do the two flag, one at the top, one below it. I think that will work. So let's go ahead and do that. One at the top, one below it. For that to work, what we could do is basically go ahead and create a new file inside main.dat. Since we want to recreate the second one, I will go to main.dat right in here, flag there. I'm gonna create a new file. I'm gonna call this all flags, or UAE underscore flags dot. It's gonna be stateless widget. And import this, return a column. We didn't need our children, we didn't need to have flag day as one of its children. Import our flag day, make this to be const. There you go. Save. Now we can use this in place of this one and see how that looks. Import, make this const. Yeah, it's gonna show some errors, but we need to fix that. One way to fix this issue is to go ahead, remove the scaffold and safe area we have in here. This will be the scaffold body. Paste the background color, wrap this with safe area. I think we are done here. Now once that is done with, I'm gonna copy all the way from the padding down to this end. Once that's copied, basically go ahead and remove the scaffold that we previously have here. We're gonna return this as a single container, as a single widget, reusable widget. Now the error is going to be fixed, and then we need to save in here. Okay, let's do the same here. Height, then dot height, save that. So we're just refactoring the code. That's why we are having all these errors right showing up here. Gonna remove this, replace this with a padding that we just copied over. But right now, what are we missing? What am I missing? Come on. Let's see, positioned. just because we are trying to get this to have two of these flag within one space, so we are having all these errors from every corner. What we're expecting, let me see, I'll go back in here, passing back the padding that I removed. Okay, now what else? The comfort trait is too small. Let's see if we can actually make it big. Media query. Hey J Coding, what's up? I'm doing good. How are you doing? How's your day going? Is it weekend or still Friday at your end? Let me see. Okay, add media query dot of context dot size dot width. So you want the full width. If you save that, hopefully we don't have any issue. Don't scatter. Stay in place. Okay, that worked. But I'm thinking that if I do this again, if I go ahead and use this here and say the height, the full height, and now we're gonna have a problem. Okay, it didn't. Let's see. Restart. Okay, yeah, that worked. Yeah, that's working. Cool, nice one. Now let's see if we can actually add more than one flag in there. The custom flag we created. Let's see if we can have. Oh no way. Okay. That's a bit messed up. What about remove the expanded widget from both of them? Let's see if that's gonna help. Oh, thanks. Hope you like it. Yeah, just trying to create something for the UAE National Day. They're actually celebrating their National Day today, which is Dubai. So I happens to live here, so trying to do some stuff. Play around to create their flag with some animation using Flutter. We are almost done, but for some reason I'm having an issue. Okay, now this is getting out of hand. Not exactly what I'm envisioning for this. Let's try adding a padding. Since this is full width, add a padding. I'm just gonna have padding edge inserts only. Instead of saying only, we are going to use symmetric. I'm going to say horizontal, as left and right is going to be around 10.0, and then vertical, that's top and bottom, going to be from media query dot of context dot size dot height. Yeah, that should be height. Then multiply that by 0.1, and let's see what we can actually come up with. Okay, yeah, I think this is much better. Yep, this is much better. And since we already have one of this flag in here, I wanted to create another one which looks like this second one. Yeah, there's the flag I want to create, and we could go ahead and do that. But if we try to do that right now, we're gonna have some error. And in that case, we can actually use single child scroll view. I think that works. Yeah, single child scroll view. Inside our Chrome widget, if we use a list view, it will be scrollable as a list. Let's try that. List view. No, not to be used by the app I'm building. It's just for showcase at the moment. Just put it out there online. If anybody wants to learn on how to create that, they can just learn on how to create this. It's not to be used by any app of mine. Yeah. This is not doing what we want it to do. It's definitely not doing what we want it to do. I wanted to have multiples. Nope. Let's revert back to Chrome widget that we're using. Yeah. Let's see. So we already have this widget. Let's try and create a second one. Second flag should be underneath here. I'm gonna score that to start with stateless. No, not stateless. Should be stateful widget. UAE flag. Flag 2. Yeah. It's gonna be the same, almost the same animation we did for the previous one, but just a little bit of changes to it. I still need my stack widget and I still need my sized box. I need both of them. So I need my stack widget, I need my sized box. What else do I need? Return sized box. I'm gonna say child. Yeah, media query. The child is going to be so since we are I'm not gonna go ahead and create the whole stuff from scratch. I'll just be doing some borrowing here. Just borrow most of this code until we cannot get something that looks like this, the animation, because this animation is different, and the one we did is animating from the left. Why didn't it rebuild? Okay, because we have an issue. Yeah, okay, there's an error somewhere. Yeah, this one, because the one we created is animating from the left, but this one is kind of animating from the right. So let's see how to do that. And so I will borrow the first one, and then you can just go ahead and fix that. Currently right now I don't have a paid course because I'm currently working on it. I'm still currently working on a paid course, a full course for creating a full stack startup app, but I'm still working on it. But I have free ones you can get on my YouTube. On my YouTube channels I have free full filter courses. It's currently free on YouTube. You can watch the full playlist on how to create I have one on how to create a psychology app you can actually use. That one is very interesting. You can actually learn a lot on how to create both the back end with Firebase and all those stuff. Yeah, but I'm still working on a real course, like paid one, which is going to comprise a lot of stuff in the future. Yeah, so you can just follow up, and I will keep you guys posted. Most of you have been asking about it, but we just create that in future. But for now, you can just use the free one on YouTube. Or you can join my Patreon account too. I have a Patreon account where I do do one-on-one classes with people. Yeah, and this has been good so far. It's been great. So you can join my Patreon too. Yeah, you're welcome. So yeah, I'm gonna paste the storing code. We just not storing. It's still my code, so it's not storing. The borrowed code, and once we paste that, so next I'm gonna copy these animations that we did here. I don't think we need all of them. Just copy the first two, or we could just copy every single thing and then do some changes later on. Delete the ones we don't need and keep the ones we need. That's how it goes. Just take the ones you need and keep the ones you don't need. You don't need to be greedy. So I'm gonna remove this scale test animation, or we could just keep it. And I'm gonna say width ticker provider stick to mixing. And let's go ahead and run this. But if you go ahead and save this and run, you're not going to see the app here, the second flag here, because it's currently hidden. But what we're gonna do is basically, where is it? Yeah, the name. So I'm gonna copy the name. Yeah, I'll just copy the name and go to flag or UAE flags, and then use flexible. Inside a flexible widget, yeah, what's up, Isaac? On Facebook, we have a chat on YouTube. Yeah, sure, definitely we can actually do that, Isaac, and we can have a way to, yeah, I can upload it so that anybody can get access to it and use it in their app. There's nothing much hard to do there. Just as it is at the moment, you can just use the code directly in your app, but the issue is that it's not currently uploaded, but I will just work on that. I think the perfect place will be pub.dev. Yeah, if we can get it on pub.dev as a package, you guys can actually download use it from pub.dev on your own app or anywhere. I think that would make sense. I don't know. Yeah, but I'll just try to get it on pub.dev or on any other place if anybody is interested in using it. So I have UAE flag, comma. Let's see how what this looks like. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. But it's currently animating from the left. We don't want that. We want it to be animating from the right. So here comes our tweak. Just need to tweak some stuff. Flag 2. Since this is animating from the left, we're gonna say we want to animate where is it? Okay, I found it. Just need to take a look at some stuff. Yeah, so to do that, we're gonna use a positioned widget on this. That's a good question from Isaac. Was like a software engineer in UAE. I would say not much fun. If you ask me, there's so many stuff to gain as a software engineer in UAE. There are some also disadvantages also as a software engineer in UAE. I think one stuff to gain, one of the advantages would be like, let's say, because it makes sense if you're working in UAE as a software engineer. If you're working something like freelance, or maybe working with a remote company in maybe in Europe or US, and you are based in UAE, you kind of have to save a lot in money, and you don't have to pay taxes and all those stuff. I think that's one way, one benefit you can actually get from working as a software engineer in UAE. Second, at there, I think that's one of the major benefits I can actually remember from my head right now. Another one would be, I think the one of the advantages would be there's no much jobs, yeah, except you are doing freelancing from maybe working with, like I said, remote companies. So there's no much jobs. That the one disadvantage. Second, um, there's no more that kind of like you don't have that. It's hard to kind of like improve very well as a developer. Like I would say, example, let's say give an example like in USA, where you have top or Europe where you have top engineers or something like that. And you always have these gatherings or these there's a way to actually know who is the best within the community or something like that. There's no kind of like that community here in UAE. There's no developer community. There's no software engineering community that kind of like goes that helps in those areas. I think that I would say that is one of the major disadvantages being a software engineer in UAE. Yeah, I think that should be more, but I'm trying to see if I can remember. I don't know if I if I can just think there's so many of them came across. I could actually say, but can't remember much. Yeah. I think that's major ones I can talk about, the one of the good and one of the bad. Yeah. So in here, so one needs to start from the left. So I'm gonna say no from the right. I'm gonna say from the right 20.0. Hope this works. Yeah, nice one. And 10. Okay, let's say 0 from the right. Yeah, start from that side. Now if you go ahead and animate this, nice, you see it kind of like start animating from the right towards to the left, which is basically what we are looking for. If you take a look at this stuff we have, you see that this animates from the right, yeah, to the left, and then have this one also, every single thing animates from the right to the left. Yeah. Okay, next one we can actually do let's say we have, okay, we have already have position widget on that. Now we have to make it a full width, so instead of limiting the width, so the width has to be full width. The full width for this, we could say left bar width should be, what do we actually use for the full width for the first one? Other ones we are using 150, so we could actually say that the full width should be 150. Let's try 190, or let's try 190, yeah, or 160. Let's see. Okay, that's too small. Let's try 260. Okay, yeah. There's an issue. Those issues, I think, is coming from here. Is also coming from here. Comment these ones out. What is top green for now? Comment it out. Just leave even controller configurates animation. Comment it out. Save, and then restart this. Now we are not having those errors any longer. If we go ahead and restart, nice, but we want it to get to the end. Let's try something like 290. Um, 290, 340. I think it's gonna be too much. Okay, still not. 360. 365. 366. One more pixels. Yeah, so yeah, shots from Isaac again. So so the question, have you met a lot of software engineers in UAE? I have. Yeah, I did. I've done. Basically going to some few gardens I've gone to. Not that much. Most of them are kind of like gardens hosted by Microsoft. Yeah, and most of those engineers are most of them coming from outside to do the event right in here. Yeah, I think that's it. But I haven't kind of like say like I've been outside like that, and all of a sudden I bumped into a software engineer, and I'm like, oh yeah, I haven't gotten that experience like going outside in Dubai, or just maybe at the mall or any other place. I met someone who is a software engineer. I haven't experienced that, but if it's a gathering I've been able to meet some engineers in a gatherings, like I think there's one called JITES. Yeah, example should be one of the example would be JITES gatherings like that. Yeah. So I think we got the perfect width. So I think this width is perfect. But what we want to do is that when it gets to the end, we want to be able to round it. Yeah, add a rounded border around it at this end. So we can actually have to do that. We need to create another animation. This animation, I'm gonna call this late. Animation of type double. I'm gonna say border animation. Border animation. You can actually go ahead and space it out here. So it should be border animation should equals to the same twin animation that we use. We want the border to be from 0 all the way to say something like 8.0. It should start off when the animation is almost okay. We messed up. We want this animation to continue from 0.0, the first one, the left bar, all the way from 0.0 to the full animation, which is 1.0. Yeah, that will help us here. And if you go ahead and restart this, yeah, there you go. We got that. So the second one just start from so the border radius kind of like comes into effect once the animation reaches the end. So we could just say once the animation gets to 0.8, right, all the way to 1.0, because 1.0 is the upper bound, so that's the last value. So we want to add this border animation. So to do this, I'm going to say this container that we have here is going to have a decoration property, decoration, and this is going to be box decoration, and I'm going to say border radius is going to be coming from border radius dot circular. Sure. Yeah. I think that's one good point. Yeah, a lot of software engineers are quite really introvert. Yeah, who, um, yeah, we I think that's one of the problems we are having also. We rarely go out since we are introvert. We always kind of like in our crib, inside our rooms, homes. We don't go out. We don't associate much. Yeah, actually, building a platform would help, but I'm trying to see if it's kind of like something really important to do, because I think there's other platform that we could actually use. What do you think? What do you think about using LinkedIn? I think LinkedIn is actually made for that. Yeah, that's I think there's another one I've forgotten. We engineers actually goes out to talk in connect with it. I don't know if building a platform will help us, but I think it's actually a good suggestion. I might even um, go with it, but let's give it more thoughts. I don't know. Unless you're gonna join me on building it, because I already have a lot of stuff I'm working on right now. If you are good with coding, if you can code, you can join me, or you can build something like that. Yeah, I think that will help. So this we are going to use the border animation. I'm going to say border animation the value, and let's see how this plays out. I can actually see the border has been applied at the end, but the issue is that we don't want the border to be applied at both ends at the same time. But we want okay border radius should be the same. It should always be border left, border radius. Wait a second. Border radius dots or dot only. Okay, yeah, I think we just use dot only. I'm gonna say bottom right to the right hand side should be always be 8.0, and then we have top right to the right hand side should always be 8.0. Then we have top left. Now it's going to be going with our animation. Oh, yeah, we made a mistake. Now this it should be radius dot zero. Basically should be radius dot circular with our animation. Yeah, and this, yeah, what else again? Bottom left. Yeah, you have a point right there. Yeah, LinkedIn. Yeah, now I'm actually thinking about it. Yeah, LinkedIn is actually mostly made for people looking for jobs and people looking for works. Yeah. Yeah, that makes more sense. Um, Something to help people socialize. But if you're talking about something to help people socialize, do you mean only for software engineers or for other work, um, other industries? Because if you actually, so one thing with creating all these social media platform is that once you create it and make it open for anybody to join, like any other let's say any other occupations to join or industries to join, they are actually at the end of the day turn it to be something like LinkedIn, where people actually post jobs and other stuff. So unless you kind of want to make it strictly for, okay, this is for socializing with software engineers or something like that. Yeah. um yeah, I get your point. That's actually good. And also they can actually, let's say they two people has the same ideas, they can actually collaborate on the same ideas and work together on needs. I think that actually makes sense. Let's say um one of the developers, the front end engineer, is trying to build this kind of products, and something like that, can actually collaborate with someone in there and then start building your stuff. Yeah, I think that should make sense in that. Yeah, I think that makes sense now. I just need to give it more thought. And I can build something like that, but just not in the right space to do it at the moment, because I actually have a lot of stuff. Or if I can find someone, just kickstart with someone, maybe, yeah, speed it up and reduce the workload on me. I think that will actually help. So we added the top, left, and bottom and other stuff. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, just for software engineers. Yeah, I think that's okay. Yeah, since, because if like I say, if we kind of like make it open for other industries to join, it's gonna actually look as if it's other social media platforms and other stuff. But yeah, if it's just for software engineers, that's cool. Yeah, actually, if you guys take a look at this animation, you can actually see that this is um animating perfectly good. See that? So it starts out being the this side is now branded, but at the end, now this side is actually rounded. So that's cool. And once we get that, next is actually add this section. Yeah, this two section to actually animate itself also. And one way to do that side is to add animated builder. It's gonna be animated builder too. Yeah, same animated builder, same width, same height, other stuff. No, it's not gonna be same width, but it's gonna be same height. Oh, yeah. Hanging out, you mean also like physical hangouts? Because I think online hangout these days doesn't make more sense. I don't know. Some people kind of prefer it, but I kind of prefer physical hangout more to online hangout. Because I think if kind of like if you stick with the only online hangout through the platform, it's going to limit creativity. It's going to limit kind of like that friendship stuff like that. I think, and if the platform is going to gear towards physical hangout, bringing people out in the open to hang out, yeah, I think that makes perfect sense. If people can come outside and hang out with each other, let's say, yeah, front end developer, back end developer, DevOps, other stuff, come out together outside, hang out, talk about stuff, than than online. I kind of like don't prefer online hangout. Yeah, these days. So we have the left bar, and the left bar is actually working. This one, top bar. Did we do that? I don't. Wait a second. Did we? Top bar, left bar. Okay, we didn't. I think I will change one of this from being top green bar animation to middle animation. I don't. Okay, just go ahead and create another one. No, let's reuse this. Go top green bar animation will now become inner bar animation. Inner bar animation. Yeah. That makes sense. That's cool. Yeah. Both online hangouts and physical hangout. Yeah. It's actually a cool. It's a good idea. It's a good idea. Well, we keep on saying it's a good idea, but at the end, it's just to implement it as needed. Not just as a good idea, but actually trying to implement it. Because right now I can decide. Okay, I can say I can do it, but if I'm to do it alone, it can actually take time to complete. But if I have people, some group of developers who are interested on something like that, we can just go ahead and create one, and then make it much faster. But if I'm to take it on my own, yeah, I can do that, but kind of like take some time for you guys to actually see it, or you guys are going to wait for that long to see something like that. Inner animation, so you can actually say inner animation right in here. Um, yeah, yeah, I get that. I get that. Not everyone is comfortable to meet people for the first time, but um, I think before see, the issue is that it's not that not everyone is comfortable to meet people for the first time. I think social media is the one that created that fear and that kind of like yeah, fear of something terrible happening. I think before social media, we always meet people for the first time face to face. Yeah, yeah, we people do that a lot. But I think okay, for some countries it might be dangerous. Yeah, in that case, yeah, that makes sense. But in a place like UAE or Dubai, I don't see any reason why someone should be afraid to meet someone for the first time. I will even jump to it if someone say, "Hey, come on, let's hang out." I don't know you, don't know me. Yeah, I will be happy to do that too. Because I don't think there's any issue, any reason why people be afraid to actually hang out, especially once it comes to somewhere like in UAE. I don't think it's really that um, bad year not to meet someone or something like that. So we have the inner animation, so it starts from 0.0 the weight and end at 3, let's say 340. So if I'm to ask, how do you think the platform be working? Like, what do you think should be the features on the platforms and others? If you have an idea, I know I'm reaching too much in this on this, but if you have an idea, what do you think that should let's say features that should be inside the app, how the app will work, all those kind of stuff? You have any idea? So I have inner bar. So our inner bar, I'm gonna say animated builder. Yeah, animated builder. I'm gonna copy this. Wait a second. No, we already have one animated builder. Why did I paste this one? It's still the same. Oh, okay, still the same. This second one is going to have a container. Okay, the border radius is going to be only on the top right and bottom right, not on the top left or bottom left. So we're going to remove those. Let me say const. This shouldn't be constant anymore. This shouldn't be constant anymore. And this shouldn't be constant anymore. There you go. I figure out and save this. Now I'm saying this should be inner animation bar for the width, and this is going to show some errors. We need to restart our app, and now we need to change the color. But before we do that, this needs to have a children within it. So I'm going to say child is going to be a row widget. No, not a row. It's going to be a column. That's going to have multiple containers. Yeah, multiple containers of the same width and size and other stuff. I think at this point we need to borrow some containers from here, and it's going to be static somewhere here. It's not going to be changing dynamically, so we need to move the value from what we have in here. So set this to 3, let's say 300. Height the same. No, height is not going to be the same. Let's say we split all of them to have height of 40 pixels per each, 40 pixels per each, and the color is going to be green, black, and other stuff. Or for now, let's just use a random colors for this until you actually get something working. Dubai is a lot more safer, and yeah, And like I said, I don't see if it's me. If someone kind of like, okay, hey, Kosi, we just met for the first time. He's a developer. And, even I don't even know if he's a developer or something like that. And he asked me, okay, let's meet somewhere here, talk about stuff, coffee. There's coffee shops. There are many places to meet in Dubai. Yeah, I will jump. I will just jump straight into it and just go out. Because I don't have that fear of, okay, I might go out with someone, we do some stuff or something terrible, something like that. That's one beautiful thing about Dubai, and that's one of the reasons I kind of like tends to stay here more. Um, okay, something miss of Instagram, Twitter. So yeah, you're thinking of something like a mix of Instagram, Twitter, and WhatsApp. Mm, that doesn't look like a work. Like if they're working just to connect with people, interesting. Um, so just pick from all these platforms and see how come up with something. Um, okay, I think that's actually. I'm just thinking out loud here. What, what one scholar, one particular feature or something actually make more sense. Um, so let's say, okay, we have, okay, let's just continue until something comes up, and I can actually say that maybe the platform should look something like this, or the platform should behave like this. Maybe I think if we have to take something from Instagram, it will be like developer posting their works as if it's an Instagram feed. So the work post we kind of like make it to look beautiful, help them to showcase their works, and they can actually connect with each other using their work or stuff they are doing, as if it's that kind of like working on Instagram feed or something like that. Yeah, it works on the when someone is scrolling through the projects or stuff like that, look as if they are using Instagram feed. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm just thinking. So yeah, wait a second. I just said bottom left. No, we don't need that. Um, we just need this to have, okay, the container. Wait, wait. Container is gonna, the box decoration is going to be constant. Bottom. Remove the constant value from here. Remove the constant value from here. Yeah, that's cool. But the width is this, and I'm gonna say cross axis alignment and cross axis alignment the end, start from the end. Yeah, perfect, that's cool. Bottom, because if you take a look, you see that, okay, bottom right doesn't have a border, so you remove the border from bottom right, only the bottom top should have. If you do that, we come up with something like this, you see that, and then we can actually increase the height like 60 by 60. Okay, let's say 55 by 55, and do that in a like 3 more times and see what that looks like. 3 more times, 2 more times, not 3 more times, 1 and 2, and change the color for this to be green, and change the color for this to be black at the moment. Save. Okay, and this is going to have, okay, the inner one is not going to have any border at all, so remove the border from this. No, the last one is going to have a border, but the inner one is not going to have any border, so basically remove the border from it. Okay. Yeah, I know if kind of like if I sit down with some developers, so yeah, if we sit down and actually think of stuff that we like within our community or something like that, that can actually help our community to grow or something like that, because we developer will always tend to always look at stuff as work, even when you're trying to do something fun, they always kind of like criticize it as if you're already doing some works or something like that. Yeah. Um, yeah, I think creating something fun actually be good. So I have, okay, decoration. The inner one has nothing. So if you save that, it comes to look like this. Okay, the last one is going to have only bottom right, only the bottom right. Yeah, that works. And now we need to increase the sizes. Let's say this should be 65, and last one should be 65. Or instead of using the height property right here, I can just comment out the height, and I could just try the stuff called expanded, because expanded will actually help it to expand fully. Expanded. Do the same right in here. Wrap with expanded. Do the same for this. Wrap with expanded. Then go ahead and format, save. Nice, that looks good right now. You can actually see exactly like what we have in here. Just need to reduce the width a bit, and the width, let's say this should be 280. Yeah, so let's leave them at 280 for each. And the main parent, which is the inner bar animation, which is here, should have a background color of nothing at all. Yeah, I'll just leave it at red. It has no issue. And then the width should be, instead of 250 should be 280. Go ahead and save all these changes, and then let's start our app. You see that this pumps in immediately, but I think we made a mistake somewhere. Border animation arrives at this point. This goes from left bar animation from 0 to 1 fully. This kicks in at, okay, and this kicks in. Okay, once this is completed, this one kicks in. I think that's what we are getting over here. Yeah, now we just need to change the colors. I think we are good. Just change the colors: green, white, black. Yeah, change the colors. That should be green. The green color I used previously on the first one, I just need to borrow it back. Yeah, this green color. The top one is going to be green. That's what we have here. So this top will be green, and the second one should be white, pure white, and then the last one should be black. That's what we need. If you go ahead and save that and bring this up, then restart the app. There you go. Nice one. This looks good. Post Moron. When is that? Oh, that's cool. I might actually try. I might go. I don't know if he has more fun. Good. Like, let's say, that much fans in Dubai. Because if he has more fun in Dubai, it's gonna be fun. Yeah, gonna have a lot of people out there. Within the crowd and other stuff. Post Malone. Do you know of any dates when that will be? I actually go ahead and check it out to see if I can find something. Any dates? It might be something good to try. At least for the before the new year, try to go out and this kind of stuff. I don't think I've been to event this year. That's actually interesting. I haven't been to any events to start with this year. Like, what I mean by event, I'm not just event. I mean something like music events, arts or other stuff like comedies or other stuff. I haven't been to any this year. I don't think so. Um, yeah. Are you in Dubai? Are you in Dubai? So let's say we have this. Maybe we can actually add the same text we had at the previous one. I could just leave this way. Just add a little bit of a margin at the top. All UAE flags right in here. I could say constant sized box to give it a space, kind of a space. Let's say something like 10.0, something like that. If we save that, yeah. Also do the same for the one at the top. I don't think if there's any other stuff we need to do. We already completed the whole animations. Yeah, I said we didn't add a test right in here, but the other ones we already added a test at other places. So yeah, I think this is it, guys. For today we just decided to come out here and have fun with you guys. Try to create something for the UAE National Day for the celebration. Maybe, yeah, I think this actually good stuff, a good gift. There's no better gift than a gift you actually made by yourself. Yeah, I don't know if I'm right, guys. Yeah, there's no better gift than a gift you made by yourself, maybe with your hand. Yeah, to give someone. Yeah, I think that's actually the best gift you can give someone, the one you did by yourself, something like that. Yeah, or you can actually kind of like get something that has been done by hand, yeah, by someone else, yeah. But I think this is actually good. This is cool. So we have this animated flag, different animated flag with different animations, other stuff to celebrate the beautiful National Day of United Arab Emirates, UAE, and Dubai. Okay, guys, let me know what you guys think about this. Is it cool? Do you guys like it? And also, what we have been discussing on the comment section, on the chats. What do you guys think? Do you want to see a platform for developers? Do you want to see how fast do you want to see this come true? Like, do you want to join to do it or something like that? I'll actually need it if you guys can actually jump in and we can actually do something like that. Let me know. But in my social media pages, Instagram, you can just shout me up there. I'm always online on Instagram. I just respond. So let me know what you guys think. If you want us to create that, and also what you guys think about what we did today. You like the animation, or you think we could have done it some different way or something like that? And what else? And also, for most of you that I've been asking about it, how we put it out there, I will try to put it on pub.dev. Maybe I think that would be actually a good place to put it. Or also put it on GitHub. You can actually find it on GitHub. I'll put it out there on GitHub so I can actually get the code and use it for anything you want. And I might even try to create some other countries flag too. Yeah, I'll try to create other countries flag. I think I'll have fun doing this. I might try to do my own country and other different countries. Yeah. Yes, let me know what you guys think about the stream today. If and most importantly, guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe to Kosi Dev channel, and let's keep growing together. Support the movement, because Coach Dev is actually a movement. Support us any way you can by sharing the stream to your loved ones, friends, family, uncles, grandmas, aunties. For those of you who are going for the Christmas celebration, you can actually take it along with you. I'm joking. Um, just have a nice Christmas celebration with your family, and I don't even know what else to say. But thank you guys for joining me. Thanks everyone for this. See you guys next time, probably tomorrow. Yeah, we'll be doing another one tomorrow. And have a nice day, everyone. Don't forget to subscribe.